Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about a very interesting and very important chapter topic, pollination. This pollination is the topic is pollination. Pollination, the process of transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of a flower. From anther, from anther to stigma of a flower is known as pollination. Transferring of pollen grains from anther to stigma. Clear? Types of pollination, two types: self pollination and cross pollination. Self pollination, transferring of pollen grains from anther to stigma of the same flower or same flower of the same plant is known as self pollination. It is also two types: self autogamy and j-tonogamy. Autogamy, transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of the same flower. In such type, anther and stigma lie very close to each other. It also requires synchrony in pollen releasing stigma respectively. Receptivity. That means stigma should be receptive to that pollen. In plants, now, and this is flow diagram of pollination. This is pollination. Pollination is of two types: self pollination and cross pollination. Self pollination, transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of the same flower or stigma of the another flower of the same plant. This is two types again: autogamy and j-tonogamy. This is the transfer of pollination between the same flower, and pollination between the same flower between other flower of the same plant. Here, this is the figure. Suppose this is a plant and this is a flower, one flower, and this is another flower. This is female part and this is male part. In this flower, this is male part, this is female part. Here pollen grains form. Pollen grains form here. Pollen grains, when transfer from this to this, that means within flower, is called as autogamy. Is called as autogamy. And when pollen grains transfer from one to another flower of the same plant is known as j-tonogamy. J-tonogamy is genetically self-pollination plant, self-pollination process. But physically it is a cross-pollination process, because here an agent is required. Because here an agent, pollinating agent is required. Pollinating agent is required. In case of cross pollination, two plants are required, 1 and 2. Here pollen transfer takes place from one flower to another flower of the different plant. This is the types of pollination, cross pollination. We will firstly we will see here, later we will discuss in this section: anemophily, air pollination; hydrophily, water pollination; entomophily, insect pollination; ornithophily, bird pollination. Pollination takes place by bird. Chiropterophily, bat pollination, guava, agave, cocoa, banana. Malicophily, snails or slush के through pollination. Erythema, cobra plant, and arum lilies in Malacophyllae, pollination takes place by snails. We will discuss this in later. Here, self pollination, we have discussed self pollination. Autogamy, we have discussed. In Viola oxalis and Commelina, in such type of plants, two types of flowers are found. This is above the ground, this is below the ground. Here flowers are found, and here flowers are found. These flowers are open type, are exposed, that means anther and stigma open, while in this case anther and stigma is not open, that is flower is closed type. In this case cross pollination may occur, but in this case only autogamy process occur. So in Viola oxalis, Commelina, in such type of plants two types of flowers are found, chasmogamous and clistogamous. Chasmogamous means flower exposed, clistogamous means flower closed. That means stigma and open, style and stigma are exposed for pollination, and in this case style and anther and stigma are not exposed. Now J-tenogamy, this is already have been discussed in the chart. Transfer of pollen grains from anther of one flower to stigma of the another flower of the same plant. Remember that, of the same plant. Genetically it is similar to autogamy but functionally cross pollination. But functionally it is a cross pollination because it requires pollinating agent. Remember that this point. Pollinating agent. It is a cross pollination. Functionally it is a cross pollination because here pollen requirements of here requires pollinating agents. 3 points. 1. Transfer of anther from flower of stigma, transfer of pollens from anther of one flower to stigma of another flower of the same plant. This is 1 point. This is second point. Genetically it is a autogamy, that means genetically they are similar, but functionally they are this is a cross pollination because here pollinating agent are required. Is that clear? Now next point, advantage of self pollination. It maintains purity of the species. It preserves the parental characters. Yes. It is used to obtain the pure line characters, that means homozygosity. Breeding experiment. BREEDING. Breeding experiment. Breeding experiment. This is breeding. Plants does not depend on the pollinating agents. Yes. Only small number of pollen grains are required. Yes. Self pollination strengthens the better characters of the plant. Yes, very good. Now these points are these points are explain the advantage of the self pollination. Now disadvantage of self pollination. It does not eliminate the bad character from the race. Vigorous and vitality of race is decreases. That means there is no hybrid vigor. Race, RACE, race. Immunity to diseases decreases. Ability to adapt according to changing environment decreases. The transfer of pollen grains. Now next topic is cross pollination. The transfer of pollen grains or allogamy, cross pollination means allogamy means xenogamy. The transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of flower of different plant is known as cross pollination. We have discussed in that flow chart. So I making this video very fast because it takes so much MB. File becomes very large. Advantage of cross pollination: it helps to eliminate the bad characters from the race. It helps to development of new characters due to recombination of genes, because genetically two different genes comes, one from anther and other from female part. So new combination occur, due to which new characters develop. So here recombination occurs. Due to this heterosis occur. Due to this races, vitality of the races increases. Due to immunity of diseases, immunity against the diseases increases. Due to this, ability to adapt according to the changing environment increases. These are the very important characters of the cross pollination. Advantage of the cross pollination. Disadvantage of cross pollination: it requires pollinating agent during pollination. It requires a lot of pollen grains. Wastage of pollen grains are so much takes place. Sometimes harmful characters becomes strengthened, resulting individuals. Sometimes harmful characters become dominant, and the resulting individuals are weak and rather than improved. That means we want to make healthier plants, but we get weaker plants. But in sometimes, not frequently, sometimes. This is the difference between autogamy, heterogamy, genogamy, that means cross pollination. Now here summarize this. It performs self pollination, it performs self formation, it performs cross pollination. Transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of the same flower. Transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of different flower of the same plant. And here stigma of the different flower of the different plant. Flower is always bisexual. Flower may be unisexual or bisexual. Flower may be unisexual or bisexual. Yes, we can clearly know that. Only one flower is used. Only one flower is used. Two different flowers of the same plants are used. Two different flowers of the same plants are used. So genetically similar. But in this case, they are not genetically similar. Agents of pollination. Agents of pollination. That means cross pollination. We will discuss this topic is discussed in where agents are required, and agents are required in the cross pollination. That means cross pollination, the agents may be of two types: abiotic agents and biotic agents. Biotic agents means, that means living, and abiotic, that means non-living. Non-living means air, water are the agencies, and animals includes so a lot of, we will discuss here. Anemophily, that means pollination by wind. In this case, this is the most common for the abiotic pollination. In this case, stamens are exposed, large, feathery, stigma is feathery, pollen is light, non-sticky, and carried out easily by the winds, because they have to flow in the air. So it should be light and non-sticky. Stigma is sticky, large, and feathery. Wind pollinated flowers often have single ovule in the ovary and numerous flowers packed in an inflorescence. Example: grass, cereals, palms, etc. In hydrophily, that means water pollination, it is rare in flowering plants except in some aquatic plants, Zostera, Vallisneria, Hydrilla. In this case, water pollination takes place. In most water pollinated plants, pollen grains are long, ribbon-like, and are protected by mucilaginous covering to avoid them wetting. In some water plants or aquatic plants like hyacinth and water lily, flowers emerges above the water level and pollinated by insects. So these plants are very important for question in competition. Why that? That in water lily, which type of pollination occur? You will think that water lily, that means aquatic plant, that means water pollination takes place. No, in that case, insect pollination takes place. Is that clear? Now, next one, entomophily, pollination by insect. And the pollinating agents are butterflies, bees, wasps, etc. In this case, flowers are large, colorful, fragrant, and contains nectar to attract the animal pollinators and insects. These are called floral rewards. Floral reward can be in the form of providing a safe place to lay eggs. The tallest flower, Amorphous, a symbiotic relationship between the plant Yucca, it is the pollinator moth. The moth dependent upon the plant, since the moth deposits its egg in the lodicule of the ovary of the plant, and in return the plant pollinated by the moth. This is a symbiotic relationship. This is a symbiotic relationship in which Yucca and pollinating moth. In Yucca plant, the pollination takes place by moth. And when moth enters in the Yucca plant, this moth lay their eggs in the flower of Yucca. And when they insert and they emerges out, they transfer their pollens to another flower, and thus cross pollination takes place in case of Yucca. This is one of the most important plant. Is that clear? Now next one is the pollen grains are sticky. The pollen grains are sticky and get stuck to the body of the pollinator. Now ornithophily. Ornitho word is used for the birds. Ornithology, study of birds. Ornithophily, pollination by the birds. The birds are hummingbirds, sunbirds, honey eaters, etc. are the birds which visit the flowers and pollination takes place. In such type of flowers, flowers becomes orange-shaped, cup-shaped, tubular, bright-colored, large, and contains a lot of pollens and plenty of nectar. Chiropterophily. Chiropterophily means pollination by bat, chamgadad. That means example guava, banana, cocoa, agave. In some books, Oroxylum also reported. In Oroxylum, Chiropterophily takes place. Malacophyly means pollination by snails and slugs. Malcophilous plants, Erythema, that means cobra plant, arum lilies, etc. Our breeding devices. This is the next topic. Breeding devices. Breeding devices means it efforts avoid to self-pollination. That means those outbreeding devices means effort avoid to self-pollination. That means which check the self-pollination process. Repeated self-pollination leads to interbreeding depressions. That means vigorous and vitality of the plant decreases. Repeated inbreeding, that means self-pollination when several times occurs, vigorous and vitality of the plant decreases. To avoid this outbreeding devices occurs, and it can be done by the following ways. These are the natural ways. Dichogamy, that means male and female organs mature at different times. When male mature first, protandry. When female matures first, protogyny. Hercogamy, when stigma is longer than stamen. When stigma is longer than stamen, like Gloriosa, Gloriosa superba, very beautiful plant, but very poisonous plant. Hercogamy, stigma is longer than stamen. Heterostyly, that means style is oriented in such a fashion that it cannot receive the pollens of own flower. Primula. Heterostyly. Self-incompatibility, that means when pollination when pollen grains reaches to the stigma of the same flower, that means when self pollination occur, it cannot germinate, so it creates and both are incompatible for the same, both are incompatible for the same, so it is called as self incompatibility. Now next one is production of unisexual flower. In some plants, in some plants, the male and female plants are separate. That means dioecious. That so unisexual flower, that means dioecious. Example papaya. And in that case, only cross pollination takes place. Another method is artificial method, and this method is known as emasculation. E means removal and masculation means male part. Removal of male part from the bisexual flower is known as emasculation. And in this male, suppose this is female part and this is male part, and we can cut this. This is known as emasculation. When we cut, emasculated flower should be covered by proper size bag to prevent the contamination. To prevent the contamination, we cover the flower by a bag, proper size bag. This is called bagging. Later we will discuss in this section. Next topic is pollen pistil interaction. This is next topic. Pollination does not always ensure the transfer of compatible pollens. When pollen grains reaches to stigma, it is not necessary that pollen grains germinate. When it germinates and properly pollen tube grows towards the embryo sac and reaches into the embryo sac and proper fertilization takes place, then they are compatible to each other. If the pollen tubes cannot germinate, that means they are non-compatible to each other. The ability of pistil to recognize the pollen depends upon the pollen-pistil interaction is genetically decided and is also chemically decided. Hence, pistil has ability to recognize the right type of pollen to promote the post-pollination events. When pollen is of wrong type, the pistil prevents to germinate. The pistil prevents the pollen germination. This interaction is mediated by the chemical components of the pollen and pistil. That means it is controlled by genetical and chemical process. Is that clear? Now, pollen pistil interaction is a dynamic process. It is a dynamic process involving the pollen recognition followed by promotion or inhibition of the pollen. That means they recognize, and after that pollen can germinate, that means promote, or may not be germinate, that means inhibited. The pollen tube reaches to the ovary and enters the ovule through the micropyle. Then through the filiform apparatus it is reaches to synergids. In this way pollen tube grows. This is the whole process, pollen pistil interaction. Now next one is artificial hybridization. Artificial hybridization. It is a method to improve the crop yield. In this method, it is essential to ensure that right kind of pollen grains are used and stigma is protected from the unwanted pollen grains. That means we have to select the good quality of plants. One one is of one should be the male and another should be the female, and we have to cross pollinate manually. This process, right kinds of pollens, that means good quality of pollens, that means disease resistant plants, good production, good quality of seed produced plants, seed should be vigored, and number of grains should be maximum. Production of number of grains should be maximum. Emasculation. Emasculation we have already discussed. Removal of male part from the female, male part from the bisexual flower. Another is covering of emasculated flower by a bag to avoid the contamination. Not allowed the contamination. And third one is when stigma of the bagged flower becomes receptive, the collected pollen grains are dusted on over the stigma and then flower is rebagged. If flower parent is unisexual, there is no need of emasculation. In this case, female bud is directly bagged, and when stigma turns receptive, suitable pollen grains are dusted on it so that it allows germination. Thus, we have completed this section. Next time we will discuss next topic. Thank you.